So you get out of the truck and you're walking towards this craft. Your other crew that's there with you in the truck, what are they doing at the time as they're seeing you get out?
They're saying crazy SOP. I mean, excuse my language, but they were saying, come back, get away from there. And that would have been the smart thing to do.
Just half walked, half ran. It's about here, and started to be a little more cautious right here, and I slowed down to a walk. And it was kind of cold. I put my hands in my pockets, and suddenly the sound got a whole lot louder, and it started to move. And so I jumped down behind this log right here, which was up higher. And I jumped down like this, and I raised up, and I turned to go, and I just felt a numbing shock.
I didn't see what hit me. I just felt like I'd been hit by a truck. What the crew said, this blast of energy came out of the craft, threw me through the air. And they said they were yelling to each other, get us out of here, he's dead, he's dead. And they were all convinced that it had killed me. Because
our Cool TV team was there and spoke to your brother about your arrival back in Arizona and what happened. And we actually have that clip, which hasn't been broadcast in 50 years, if we can take a look.
He was on a craft of some sort, and he had contact with beings of two different kinds, or two different types of people, and they were very much like people.
But they could converse with him?
And they didn't make any speech, no contact, either physical or mental. They didn't, no conversation whatsoever.
So Travis, when you watch your brother there, what are your feelings seeing that 50 years ago?
Gratitude. I think he really saved my life with his protectiveness. He was a very strong person. He was a amateur boxer, a bull rider, and he wasn't going to be pushed around. And he took me to where I could get help, psychiatrists, medical help in the valley that I wouldn't have got had the local authorities gotten a hold of me.
Gilson said 5 of the 6 tests showed conclusively that the men were telling the truth. The 6th was inconclusive. For Channel 10, Chuck Diamond, Cool News.
I'm a little bit annoyed by that one statement. 1 was inconclusive. Yeah. The guy I had a fight with.
Of course it was him.
Interrupted his test. He thought he was going to be the one that got hung for murder. So he interrupted the test.
And this is the gentleman right in the film adaptation of Fire in the Sky, who they showed was cutting that tree and looked like he was trying to hit you with it. That happened, right?
He did that. That really happened.
Gilson said 5 of the 6 tests showed conclusively that the men were telling the truth.
I couldn't focus my eyes very well, but I looked beyond the top edge of the thing that was laying across me, and I saw 2 men leaning over me. They weren't really men. They were a lot like they were a lot like men, but they weren't quite human.